What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back and joined with the fabulous AOL Iron Maiden. How's it going, my friend?
That's right, I'm doing great. I'm the fabulous AOL Iron Maiden. Why am I fabulous,
Well,
Boit?
I don't.
Why am
I was
fabulous?
thinking about adjectives to use, and nothing decent came to mind. I was going to say effervescent, but I say that for Chrono JJ, so I wasn't. I don't know what. Don't ask questions.
Okay, well, apparently I have my accent picked out for me. I'm fabulous here, co-casting with Boyd here. No, okay, I'll stop. But yeah, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. I'm very excited to see what Count is going to cook up in this little matchup here.
Yeah, me too.
Like we were just saying before, he really likes this map, according to my knowledge. So I'm interested to see what he's cooking up in the old kitchen.
Yes, it's game number 2. It's Vinland Saga. It's JSS's home map, and as you rightly pointed out, Vinland Saga, their home map, and they're gonna have something in the oven for this one. God compositions here very, very different. I mean, both teams picking the Gaia, but we see a Thor and we see a Set. What do you think about that as the differences?
I think. Well, Set I'm not surprised to see Set. Set's a pretty common pick here. Atlantean's pretty common historically as well. Thor is a little bit of an interesting one, but especially as we're looking at right now, Count has the Gaia Forest on his base. So considering the fact that he has the Dwarven Mine that he can stick on his main base plus the extra wood, I think it makes a little bit of sense. Depending on where the Thor spawns. Thor can have a decent water, especially in team game, depending on where you spawn. We're on 6.0 if I'm not mistaken, so the armory upgrades are also a thing.
Yes.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what he does. We can see that he's right next to who is that? Mechanics.
Yeah.
In the yellow.
Yeah. In terms of unlucky, this is as unlucky as it can get, in my opinion, for Thor. You want to have him right at the back most of the time, not out of sight, out of mind, and then just ready to just go full send on the land and cause so many problems early game, because that's where the players want to send their stuff. Right, they're going to move their villages over into these sorts of spots here. Maybe over here even, and somewhat around the other corner, but everyone kind of lands on the shore, and if you can just get those early military advantages here, it can be a big thing, right?
Well, having said that, Thor does have Forest Fire. So I know the other team has Gaia, correct? UCA has Gaia? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, they do have the Gaia Forest for wood, but at the same time, we have seen on other tournament matches where Vinland Saga has been picked, we have seen Forest Fire make a pretty big darn difference. So I wonder if he's going to go hard on land, exactly like you mentioned, go for some Forest Fire, some wood pressure, etc.
There is a ridiculous cheese caused by this sort of Gaia Forest placement. All you need is Oceanus, Forest Fire, and this is close enough to kill that town center with a Carnivora.
You don't think he's going to chop through it, like, in time?
Actually, maybe. It's 3 range, so these 2 trees would hit. I think those 2 trees would hit. I think that's enough. You'd have to do some testing. I think it might be.
The tips are touching, so that's probably enough when the tips touch.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
All right, everyone's advancing. We see the Freya coming through. We've got Oceanic, got Prometheus, Tar. Pretty late advance time from Mechanics here, actually, right?
Wow, it is 5:30. Yeah, especially considering he's right across from. He's on the furthest left side next to the other team. It is a pretty late advance.
And
are they going to go hard on water? Do you see anybody going hard on water? I see a lot of action on land. I know there's 6 players, but there's a lot of action on land. What about on water?
Yeah, we see Miracle spamming out the boats. At the moment, I'm not seeing I Kill You Die doing anything, or Mattress. Mattress here, also a late advance time. I think when old boys and we're talking about this map, they were saying 4:30 is the advance you want here for Egyptian, if at all possible. Just to get that shifting stance going, get the town centers going as fast as possible. But we'll see how the late advance is going to go for Mattress. You might be able to get 2 town centers straight away. Transport ship getting spotted here. There's no citizens in it, though.
Yeah, I would definitely expect the shifting sands on a town center. No surprise there, eh?
No surprises at all. Count von Count here finding some early oracles here. You should be searching out these shores very, very aggressively. And that's probably on Miracle here with those oracles here to like send them around and just see what's going on. We do see the Valkyrie having some scouting, but may have missed this one for the time being.
A little bit of luck, I think, on Kill You Die. That is a lot of wood denied right there if he's able to forest fire that bad boy.
Yeah, you don't... There's no transport ship. It was taken out, so he can't even retreat through that as an option. So he's just going to lose all those citizens if he gets spotted.
What is green doing? We got is that grass? We got grass over here. What is green doing? I see him on land a little bit. He's going land a little bit. Yeah,
he's getting out a little bit of army here to help out. And he needs to be thinking about that town center, which it looks like this citizen is got some ideas in as he's going for the food. Another option here that Count's not going for is to send one Ulfsark off to this corner and get some docks down, get some fishing ships. But
oh yeah,
his full send on putting some pressure onto Matrius, who he doesn't have a good gold mine on this town center. So this is actually quite big for Count von Count. This is really, really good.
Absolutely. You know me, the vanilla boy. I like seeing the 1 TC aggression, baby. I don't know if going for that second town center is really the best option for Matches here.
It's my favorite strat. Guy forest fire. Gonna completely clean these villages up and send Matches back home. He is sent packing. You only have to do 700 damage here, and that town center is dead. Forest fire completely cleans that one. Might need to get a little bit more units on this to finish it off, but that is a painful position for Matrius to be in now.
Boyd, if you don't mind, can you keep that TC selected? Because that thing's not finished off, man. No. A couple of tournament ain't gonna finish that thing off. No, they need to finish it off, man.
Yeah, I mean, killing the villagers is important, but if a town center gets repaired back up or something, it'd be very frustrating.
Exactly. Got to mind your P's and mind your Q's, baby. We're in the semifinals, man. Dot your I's as well.
That's right. Matri's going to lose a whole bunch of villages here. We do see the UCA Bareems. They're getting a lot of value here. They pushed Count von Count off of water to some degree. He has got some water up on this spot, but Miracle's having some struggles here at the moment to stay in advantage.
Well, do you give... I mean, I know that Matrius is losing... Dude, you see what I'm saying? That TC is maybe going to be saved. No, of course, they can refocus to go finish it off, but if they're not careful, Matrius could go kind of cockroach mode, stay in there, and then boom, without really expecting it, he could come back.
That's right. The town center is alive. Yes, he's lost a whole bunch of villages. Yes, he's losing a lot of that tempo that he should be having normally without getting touched, but... Yeah. He's in a difficult... he could be fine here.
I guess that's true with they double the purple town center first, they double Matrius, then they go to the double over here.
Yeah.
I guess that's a fair point. They're in a bad spot.
Generally speaking, with Vinland Saga, you take the land, and the players who have more of the center island are the ones who've got the advantage. The water matters a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. The hometown centers on these small islands, yes, they give population, but they don't really do a whole lot other than that. You really need to have that land, and it looks like JSS has gotten the start that they absolutely wanted here.
Having said that, Boyd, in earlier parts of the tournament, through the quarterfinals, talking to Count about the matchup in general, what they think going against UCA. I think a lot of players or a lot of people would have given a small advantage to JSS, maybe even a big advantage theoretically in this matchup here. What is your opinion?
These players are just all so insanely good, and it just depends on there's a little bit of luck to play, a little bit of skill, a little bit of pre-game strategy coming through. I think it's at this point in the tournament, it's any team's game. I don't give an edge to anyone. I think any one of these teams could be the champion here. So,
Very fair. Having said that, very nice shockwave here. Again, the town center's not finished off. It might come back to bite them if they're not careful, but still, Ancestor's coming in.
Ancestor's in this a handful of heroes for grasp, but I mean, they just have to retreat here. And Mattress is still alive. We do see a town center going up, but IKillyDie spots that. And Count Von Count's going to come over here and say, those are some juicy citizens. Let me put a stop to this and get some value. Does he get any citizens
Nice.
here? There is going to be a transport ship to run away from, but he does deny the town center.
The reason I mentioned the matchup is because JSS is, if I'm not mistaken, JSS is up one. No, UCA is up 1 zip. I missed the first game, Boit. So UCA is up.
That's right.
Okay, I was gonna say this is if JSS took that first game, that'd be a big thing because Anatolia was UCA's home map. However, definitely want to at least get wins on your home map. So this would be huge if UCA, they currently have the score lead. This would be huge if they were able to actually stay in this game, stay on land like we're talking about, and take this game. But it is looking good for JSS. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean it's close at the moment. I think like UCA, they're having the value on the water. The set wasn't pushed off of this town center. I think this is a big mistake here from JSS. Like you were saying, they didn't focus that town center down enough. They had to just do a small amount of damage to kill it, but they didn't go for it. And now Mattress is on the land. He's got units out. Yes, there's an Uranus. Yes, there's a Thor on his town center here, but this is really slowing JSS down.
This is a big thing, especially in team games, but this is a big thing that I've learned over the years, that if you don't finish off little side builds and little T-seed, just the little things, if you don't actually squash the bug before it turns into a problem, it's going to come back, man.
That's absolutely correct. I mean, maybe they thought, there's no villages here anymore. He's run all the villages, but town centers can build villages. They can repair.
If you didn't know. If you didn't know. Mattress is even top scorer, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they need to be really careful. He's really coming back in this if they're not careful with the vengeance.
Yeah. The other thing is with Egyptian, especially on this map, is they can just slowly get more fishing ships out, get those side builds or side docks going with the fishing ships, building them nice and slow, but they're going to get them up regardless. And they're going to keep getting that fish economy. If you're playing Thor, you have to be doing the same thing. If you're playing Atlantean, you have to be doing the same thing. You just have to invest a citizen into it. It's a little bit slower, but if you don't do it, you're going to find yourself behind. Because like in like a standard water map, it's like by the end of the Archaic Age, you've fished all the spots that you can get. But on these sorts of like island maps, it's a very, very different story.
Absolutely. Especially since Finland Saga is a unique map. The meta, the build orders, all that all that stuff. It's not as defined as something like Mediterranean.
Exactly. But one thing here that Count Von Count's doing insanely well, he's 4 town centers, and he's going for 5.
I was gonna say, yeah. Oh yeah.
And
have you seen a Ragnarok on Finland Saga before? I don't think I have.
I don't think so. No. Normally, I would assume the better play normally would be to go for Fimbulwinter, so you can get some of those Jormundelvas out, and everyone's economy gets hit. All the chaos happens. You can get some siege ships, but Ragnarok is always going to be Ragnarok.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Thor, Odin with a whole bunch of town centers. That's the first thing that jumps into my brain.
Yeah. Mattress is already Horus though. He's already up Horus. There's a lot of catching up tech-wise for JSS to do here. We also see mechanics going real. There's already a Thayer in, I think, for IKillyDie. I think all of No Miracle is in the Heroic Age, I believe. No, I'm dumb. He's not. That's a Classical Age Town Center. I've played this game for how many years?
Happens to the best of us, dude. All good. Okay, so hang on a second. One thing that I want to, speaking of town centers, count us up to 4, almost 5 town centers. What is the distribution on, what is the distribution of settlements on the main island? Is there just naturally, looking at the map control, is JSS going to have a TC advantage? It's a little bit hard for me to tell. I can't quite count all the settlements.
Looks like it's going to be 4 for UCA. and then JSS is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're going to have double the town centers, just based off of count town centers grabbing shenanigans here.
Map control, man. This is what we saw in DOD. I don't know if you were noticing the same thing, but in the series of DOD against, what's their buckets? TBL? Map control. In my opinion, that was the big theme of winning the series for DOD was map control. So map control definitely going to play a big part with settlements in this game.
It's going to be everything and more, but Mattress, this is the big thing. With Mattress hitting the Mythic Age right now, he kills Town Center. He's going to have all these upgrades coming through, especially grades to the 50 makes those raiding cavalry die insanely fast. And he might be able to pull through here and start causing a lot of problems if he can get himself up to like 5 town centers with all of the fishing economy and everything else.
I think that he'll get there soon enough. He just needs to start rolling. The upgrades are coming in. He just needs to start rolling, and then it'll happen. So there's a little bit of a window, it seems like, since he just got Mythic, just barely took out the town center with this tornado. There's a little bit of a window here for before he really starts hitting hard. We'll see if he can actually, and there we go.
Yeah, you got the
starting to push on another town center.
Yeah, elephants out. I think I remember like the very first time we saw this map was like RTSL, was like really being played to high efficiency, was like Mr. I think it was Mr. And he just played set and he just rushed Mythic Age and he just spammed elephants and he just started walking across the map, just killing everything. That's the thing to worry about here for what Mattrius can do, but it looks like to me Cavalry Count is holding here really, really nicely.
It seems like he stopped it. He got greatest of 50 for his spears, but he kind of, Mattrius kind of chilled out on his spear numbers. He's still at medium. He's going for elephants. Don't you think spears would be the better play here rather than elephants, man?
100% spears, catapults to kill the town centers and get some walls started as well. Seems to be very important.
Sure.
Like, it's weird because you don't know where to put the walls, but like you just gotta throw them around all over the place because this map gets chaotic very, very fast.
It is really hard to kind of tell what's going on. If you look at the mini map, it's things are starting to kind of, you know, settle down, I suppose, in the middle chaos wise, but there's kind of a split down the middle a little bit in the map, but it's still, there's still plenty of chaos going on.
Yeah. Battleful coming through. Traitor. You traitor!
Nice.
Okay.
Of course.
So here's the thing that's going to happen with the problems that's going to start arising for JSS. Is with Helios coming through for I Kill You Die. I don't think he's got all the Contarius out, but he might be able to get those Hero Contarius with Lance of Stone and just start running those around Vortex if he gets into trouble onto a different position and cause... Oh, wait. He did go fail, right? Yeah. So he's going to be able to cause some big problems. And now also, water does start mattering a little bit because once Mythic Age comes through, you get those siege ships. And life gets very, very challenging.
I think for the on water, I know each player can lose 1 town center on their starting islands. I don't think any of this of the town centers on the main land, I don't think any are in range. Maybe that one.
Yeah,
so I think it's mainly
far. Yeah.
Well, so starting fish, that would definitely hurt Mattress if he got kicked off a fish. That would slow him down quite a bit, especially with spamming spears here. But yeah, losing, it's kind of tricky on this map, Boy. You would think that, you know, controlling water would be good, and of course it is, but there is only 1 town center per player on those starting islands. So ultimately, the main island is kind of king here.
Yeah. 3 town centers down doesn't matter all that much when if you lose 3, like if you lose the mainland, you lose, what is it, 6 town centers.
Well, it's town centers, it's gold, it's potential trade,
everything.
etc., etc.
Yeah. We do see that Lance of Stone is actually coming through, so I Kill You Die wants to make Hero Contarius here, roam around the map and cause a lot of problems. Countful got so big right now. He's got 6 town centers. I think the thing he's missing at the moment is just simply military buildings. This is the problem for all Norse players alike, is when you're getting pushed, your military buildings fall, and you start not being able to spend the resources you've got. So Count's got to be careful here. He needs to keep putting military buildings up and not just have all his military in the fight. And he's doing that a little bit back here, so this is good.
It is kind of a pro and a con at the same time. Your military units being able to build buildings, you want them to fight, but at the same time you want them to repair, you want them to spam, you want them to this and that, etc. Yeah. It's a little bit of a funny situation there sometimes, but indeed he needs to keep that building spam up. 6 town centers, man. He's got to have a huge population. He needs to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's got a huge economy already. He's got a trade route started. He's going Balder. He will be able to. I don't know if UCA can hold this. Because like Matrius just lost all of his military and with this implode, and Ragnarok's going to hit, and it's going to just absolutely shred. The problem is these heroes with Ragnarok, what are they going to do? Rebuild the town center, I guess, but he doesn't have a transport ship out.
Does a teammate have a transport ship? Maybe
there may be one somewhere. I hope so.
Yeah,
they'll be lonely.
There they are. Repair, buddy. Come on. Do your job. What's his population, if you don't mind checking real quick?
475. That's crazy.
Wow. Wow. It's decent, I guess.
It's all right. He's also got iron mail coming through. Does he have iron weapons as well coming through? And it's just going to be so big. And he's got flaming weapons. I thought he went through Skadi. Whoa.
That's the default these days. You don't expect the flaming weapons. That's nice, man. It's not very often you see flaming weapons in Ragnarok these days.
I mean, 24.42 damage, and it's going to go up a little bit more with this 25.52. What can UCA do here? And Matrius does decide to call it as pretty, with the exception of the forest fire, which I only seem to have gotten Gaia Forest fire right this tournament so far. It's been the old boys, and even they screwed it up as well. It's not that hard. You just kill the town center. Just kill it. Oh, there could have been Carnivora placed down as well. That would have been another very, very easy way to ensure the town center falls, because crush damage from the Carnivore is really big, and there was no Pharaoh to take it out. But JSS holds on, gets the dub.
Well, they cut it close with not taking down the town center. Matrius definitely came back, but it wasn't quite enough of a comeback to bring the whole team back into the game and take a win. But, you know, I think this could have maybe been a faster game if JSS really, you know, we're on point with the town center, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, you see this here, that UCA, they're in front here for a very long time, but they just couldn't maintain that advantage for whatever reason. GG.
Ragnarok, man. GG, indeed.
Ragnarok OP. Nah, I'm just kidding. GG.